Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Okay, let me just tell you that we're a little bit late because of some things, but there's like I was just having a talk. I was talking to the legends and we were kind of, well, not gossiping, we were discussing things. And I got caught up in it and I was like, I want to know this, what's going on, this, blah, blah, blah. They came to New York last week. Lots of things that we're going to discuss. So our legends are here. Put the legends up. Hi, legends. We'll get the legends on up and hello, legends. Look, anybody clock it or a little applause right there. So, happy that all of you are here. So, we have a very interactive show. We interact with our subscribers, our viewers, our watchers, our members, whatever it is, your followers, whatever you want to call it. You have a voice here. And that is unusual, and I believe kind of unprecedented. Not kind of, it's unprecedented, especially in these digital streets and anything that has to do with news. So here's what I want you to do. Hit the like and hit the thumbs up. It affects the algorithm, and more people become aware of our conversation and our channel, please. So let me say hello also to Akila Hughes, the host of How Is This Better at Courier, which means Courier News, right? And she's wearing
Yeah,
she's got the merch on and everything. Is this,
that's right.
can I call you Erica Courier? Like what is your outfit?
That's exactly right. I'm wearing the hottest Halloween costume of the year already. We're all going to be wearing this. Yeah, I knew we would be basically podcast and we're doing a show. So I was like, let me just put on the outfit of the week.
So let me ask you, you said the biggest one is going to be the Erica Kirk, or is it going to be Brian Nome?
Oh, okay. Well, biggest, I would say Brian, but the most would probably be this because it's the easiest one. I mean, my hat obviously isn't all the way black, but I was able to dig this up, and I think it's a lazier Halloween year.
Don't go anywhere.
I
Stand
won't.
by.
Standing by. I'm now hosting on behalf of Don. What's good, Lemon Heads? Hi, Rosie. Hey, thank you for welcoming me, Sherry. That's right, Don. Yes. Whole squad, we're in the pit.
Well, and I'm kind of like you too. I can match your energy.
Yes, perfect. Oh, great. I love that one. That was excellent. Too
Thank you.
funny.
So, Andy, while we're talking about this, if you can just this morning get me um, either the report of the people or the people, the MOS that we ran this morning. Probably the man on the street, and I'll just talk to Akila. Just let me know when you have it. How are you feeling about what's going on? We're getting, and also Tim Scott.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about what's going on in
I
this? Because
mean,
it's
broadly in the
people
country.
are people are hanging by a thread and not well. I mean, we had people on this morning and they're talking about food lines that they were
Oh,
waiting in
it
this morning.
feels Look, neither of us were there. We're both far too young. But like when I remember in high school learning about Hoovervilles, learning about the Great Depression, learning about, the tariffs that kind of forced everyone's hands, all of this feels like none of this feels new. This feels like something that America learned from and then somehow forgot. Um, and so, from what I understand, like it is dire everywhere. When I think the thing that stands out to me, besides the cost of everything being through the roof, like gas prices are at an all-time high, or at least a four-year high, absolutely ridiculous numbers, and the cost of groceries, the cost of everything. There's also just this lack of hope for people. So many people have lost their work. There is very little opportunity in this economy right now. I think that like this is the first time in my lifetime that I feel like the people younger than me have less hope than the people older than me. And it's sad. I guess that like now it just feels like a time of grifting, a time of scamming, a time of gambling. Like everyone is just trying to do whatever they can to get ahead because there is no like real moral forthright path. Like you can't just do honest work and expect to be paid for it anymore. And so I'm scared for this country and I think that like things are just getting worse and worse.
Well, and especially what makes it even worse is from a person who promised gas
Yes.
prices are going to be lower and all these things, and
Mhm.
none of that happened. It's the exact opposite, and you can see it. He's looking out for his all of his rich friends. Those people are. Let me tell you something. Okay, I live in New York City.
Yeah.
The rich are they are killing it. You know what I'm saying?
They're doing great. They're
Oh
better
my
than
gosh.
great.
Every night's at like popping bottles and, you
Hmm.
know, expensive wine and blah, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And look, they're not even taking the Uber Blacks. They have
No.
drivers. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
And everywhere I go, because I travel around the country and I see lots of folks, you know, I interview people. Um, I will see, you know, some people who can't, you know, they're just struggling, but then every luxury store
Yeah.
is packed with rich people.
Right.
We went to when D.L. Hughley and I were in Tysons, Virginia. Tysons, Virginia, it's a well-to-do. I think it's a well-to-do area, and they have one of the luxury mall filled with, you know, Gucci and, you know, all the things.
Chanel, Dior,
Yes, yes,
Balenciaga. Yeah.
yes. I don't even know
All the
because you
designers.
know, yeah. What is it? Prada. Seriously.
Yes,
And so it was right
exactly.
next to the hotel we were staying in. The hotel we went to have breakfast with. We had breakfast with DL, and so they were like, "Oh, go to the mall. I got to go check it out. It's great." So we walked out of the thing and we went every store packed,
Yeah.
packed, packed. Rich people.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And it's
But
a
poor
major
people are
contrast.
struggling.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I'm from Kentucky. I'm like in my hometown Facebook group. And I don't think I've ever seen, first of all, so many people reneging on their support of Donald Trump. I mean, people who are really embarrassed, people who, you know, these are the kinds of people who had flags on their truck who are now saying, like, I have to sell my house. No one can afford to buy it. People asking for food donations from the community, people asking for like house cleaning work when they were just employed in factories and no longer have, you know, that opportunity. I mean, it just, there is a real haves and haves not situation right now in the country, and people are not blind to it. Like, it's actually more
Hmm.
apparent than ever because we have social media. We can see it on our phones. We can see who can afford to travel, who can afford, you know, anything luxury while people are trying to stretch to make ends meet. I think it's really scary, and like, you know, it just feels like a time like the summer I fear is going to be a very scary summer.
Oh my gosh, yes. And let me just say this. Hey, Akil, let's listen to some of the folks. Here we go.
Okay, cool.
It wasn't this high before he became president, man. Gas was three something, barely $3. Now it's four. You know, it's he don't need to be talking about ballrooms, man. You need to be trying to fix the economy.
I think it's probably money that could be used elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? With the way the economy is, and people are starving. You know.
There's a lot of stuff going on around America that needs to change. And if we can't change it or try to help change it, what's the purpose? A ballroom is kind of insufficient right now.
Yeah, insufficient, insignificant. He's worried about a $400 million, if not more, ballroom. I mean,
Hmm.
can you imagine spending a $400 million ballroom because he wants to? They're saying maybe if the White House Correspondents' Dinner was held in that ballroom, it wouldn't happen. First of all, it wouldn't be held there, and
Right.
second of
It's
all, it wouldn't fit because it only holds 1,000 people. So
right.
it's one excuse after another for nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a president who owns Mar-a-Lago. Like, if it's actually so significant to him that he wants his security and he needs all of this for that dinner, he could absolutely hold it there. There's nothing in the Constitution that says he can't, you know, maintain that level of security on his own grounds. But that's not what this is about. Because also, this is a president who, at the very least, will be out of office by 2028. And I haven't heard anybody who's considered a front runner candidate saying what they really want is a ballroom so that when they're president, they can have, you know, this, that, and the other. This is like, I mean, you know, from my perspective, this is like a money laundering scheme. You know, these are companies that are getting this huge investment from taxpayers, which we were told we weren't going to pay for it. It's just like the wall. It's just like everything. It's just like the tariffs. This is going to come out of our pockets. And it doesn't benefit anyone but the people who are sycophantic to Donald Trump, the ones who have, you know, all of the contractors who are happy to, you know, jack up the prices of concrete, you know, the glass, of the people who are going to be doing that work. These are all people in his network. And it's so blatant that it's like, how much more are we going to be are we going to allow to be grifted? Like, it's corruption at its core. And so I feel the more I hear about this ballroom, I'm like, it's not even about a ballroom. It's about how much money that he can extort from the American people.
And they're so out of touch because they don't believe they're still in this mindset, Akila, that if they say it, that they can shape the reality,
Yes.
right? And that people are just going to buy it. And I look, it's hard for me to
afford
understand
to buy it.
that they can't afford. But I want you to listen to this. This is Tim Scott. Okay, listen to what he said.
That's great news, by the way. The fact of the matter is that all of the cylinders are kicking. It is good news. You can even feel in our environment how good things are getting. Gas prices continue to come down, which means that your groceries will come down a little bit as well. We've got a lot of good signs in the economy. We just need to continue to execute and have confidence in the choices the American people have made by making President Trump their president and keeping majorities, Republican majorities, in both the House and the Senate.
Was this today?
What? Yeah, that's what I was saying. When I saw it, I was like, when was this soundbite?
Right, 2017.
What?
What are we talking about?
When was this soundbite?
It looks like it was
Yesterday.
Yesterday at 8 in the morning, which to me, I'm like,
Yeah,
today.
I know. That was rhetorical. I knew it was. Thank you. Andy, my producers are on top of it.
Yeah,
I
they
can't
were
let
like,
my
we
boy
are
go
ready
like
with
that.
The fact check.
He was ready with the fact. I knew it was yesterday. I was just saying, when was this soundbite? I was just sort of, that was rhetorical. I mean,
Yeah.
crazy. Look, and there is another one that I'll give you, Andy. Let me know when you get it. Maybe harder for you. Andy's like, why are you giving me this stuff? Why is Andy getting name checked all of a sudden on this show?
Well, I mean,
No, but they're
just-
truly out of touch with Americans.
they think it's actually just lying at this point. I mean, today gas hit like 4.40. That's the national average. We're talking about places like Columbus, Ohio, Florence, Kentucky, the middle of nowhere, Nebraska. These people don't have $4. Like, there's not corporations writing off their gas bill. I think that it's actually, like, to this point, it's actually bizarre. Like, gaslighting in the most literal sense of being like, no, the gas is coming down and groceries are coming down. Nobody is having that experience. Nobody who's, getting stuck with the bill is having that experience. And I think that Donald Trump has gotten away with a lot of brazen lies in the past, but people, like, it's affecting everyone now. So I think that it's this weird emperor has no clothes moment where it's like, how much longer are we supposed to believe, the pundits and the people who are being sent out to carry the message that things are going well? Like, we already got hit by the iceberg, guys. Like, you can't tell me
Yeah.
the Titanic is on course. Like, we're going down.
Yeah. Now, Steve Scalise is the biggest simp, MAGA, Trump butt kisser ever. And he was on with Joe Kiernan over on CNBC, who usually is similar, carries Donald Trump's water. And all of a sudden, as you said, I think you said that some people are not buying it. The MAGA folks are rejecting this. So is apparently the MAGA host over at CNBC rejecting it with this Republican lawmaker. Here it is.
Prediction markets aren't friendly to the GOP's chances for holding the House. I mean, even the Senate is somewhat questionable. I don't know if you put any stock in that, but there were some developments this week.
No, I don't.
Seems like negative developments in Virginia, I think, for Democrats, positive developments for Republicans in Texas, something happening in Florida now. What is do you think there's any way that your party holds on in November to the House?
Absolutely. And look, it's a path that is focused on turnout, number one, and delivery. What we've delivered to finally start turning this mess around that we inherited a year and a half ago. People that will remember, you go back 2 years ago, we were paying almost $6 a gallon for gasoline.
No.
Right now it's in the threes. Obviously we've seen
And we know why.
a jump with the Iran conflict.
When were
but
we
it's
paying $6?
Still 50.
Yeah.
What,
Well,
that,
2.5 years ago.
I don't
But
think
if
we were
you
at
look
six.
at
That wasn't
if you
the
look at
average
where we are
price.
now, we're over 30% below where we were just 2 years ago. Today we are 30% below where we were 2 years ago.
my God.
It's still going to go lower when Iran gets resolved and the Strait of Hormuz gets open. But at the same time, did anybody want a nuclear-armed Iran? I think if you ask most normal people, they would say
Talking point.
absolutely not. When they just
Yeah.
slaughtered 30,000 of their own people, they were about to get a nuclear weapon. And
No, they
President
weren't.
Trump stopped that.
They've been
but
about to do
that's
it for
going to
30
get
years.
resolved. President Trump's negotiating that right now. He's negotiated a
letting them go
number
on.
of peace deals. They're trying to get a resolution between Russia and Ukraine right now, too. So if you look all across the board, we are lowering inflation. Interest rates have started to come down. They're not where we want to be, by the way. We have a lot of work to do. But do you want to go back to the days where interest rates were in double digits, where inflation was 50% higher than it was today? So we're bringing things down so that we can make life more affordable, but we have more work to do, and that's where we're going to hold the majority.
You must have been on vacation in California. I think 2 years ago, in April of 2024, we were at about 365. So we're actually above where we were then. And I'm not.
No, we were well into the fives under Biden. Well into the fives.
At one point, not 2 years
ago.
ago.
Most
We were at
of
365.
energy shut down. Energy in the Gulf of America was shut down. Alaska was shut down. We opened that up, by the way, in the working families tax
But 2 years ago,
that's why
the
you're
average
seeing more
was
production now.
exactly 2 years ago. The average was 365 to 367. I'm not saying that $4 or whatever it is now, it's the long-term goals that we're trying to accomplish in the Middle East. I'm not saying it's not worth it for a brief time, but it's definitely going to hurt people. Obviously, this summer. If you're paying a lot. Andrew was telling me you're going to stay home at this point, right?
Well, I do think you're going to see a resolution to that conflict.
You're going to stay home. It's crazy. He's like, the whole
It's
team
Joe Kernan. Akila, do you know Joe Kernan? He's he's always fighting with his host because he's the biggest MAGA host on CNBC. He's probably more MAGA than the host on Fox Business News. And he's like, bro, no.
Yeah,
if my gas is where it is now, I'm staying my ass at home. I'm sorry.
right.
No, we did not have gas prices at $6 or $4. It was $3.
Right. And it's like,
65.
it affects everything. And I think that something that was really, apparent in that exchange is them being like, once they resolve this Iran stuff, if anyone is deluded into thinking this is going to be finished before the end of the year, I'm going to tell you the COVID will be over by Easter. It's 2 weeks till it's done. It's the same logic. It's what Donald Trump said in 2020. Like, oh, this is going to blow over. This is no big deal. Why are we believing this? Like, we already know that we're at least 6 months out from the day that they choose to stop what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz. And that's not today. So, like, what are they talking about? Like, my energy bill is through the roof. And it's going to keep going. And it's going to be a hot summer. And everything is going to be more expensive. And, like, if they're listening to this and they believe that it's about to come down and it's fine and everything's trending downward, they're about to lose a lot of money this summer, buying in, because there's no way. Yeah. There's no way.
I want to hear from our legends in just a moment, Akila. But first, I want to thank, Dennis B. Dennis, bruh. Hug through the TV. Thank you. Here's a small donation for growth of the Down Lemon Nation interaction shows. I know, right? Don't you love those? Personally, love hearing from the Lemonheads. I love hearing from people. I love giving people a voice. People who feel like they're powerless, they don't have a platform, they don't have agency. They come here and they talk and they get to share. It's a community. So thank you, Dennis. Also, someone gifted some memberships. Thank you, Dennis. You're way too generous. Dennis B. Oh my gosh. Again, Dennis.
Wow.
Because of Dennis's generosity, 50 people get to become members of the Elimination. Let me just tell you. And because of Bunny's generosity, 5 people get to become members of the Elimination. Now, let me tell you this. Dennis B., he's a good man, Savannah. Dennis, are you single? Let us know. Hey, we may find.
Come on now.
And if you're married, respectfully, I'm just saying, he's a good man, Savannah. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate you. Now a word from our sponsors. Let me tell you about 120 Life. May is High Blood Pressure Awareness Month. And I got to be honest with you, this one hits close to home for me. I've been paying more attention to my own numbers lately. And what I've learned is that half of all adults have high blood pressure, and a lot of them don't even know it. Awareness is one thing, but doing something about it is another. That's why I want to tell you about 120 Life. It is a once-a-day drink, powdered version. It is just 1 gram of sugar. It's made from superfruit juices, and it's designed to help support healthy blood pressure naturally. Over 1,000 health professionals have backed it, and here's the part that I love. You can try it for 14 days. You measure your numbers before and after, and if they don't improve, full refund. Nothing to lose. Go to 120life.com. That's 120life.com. Use the code, it's my code, Don, for 20% off. Do it this month. Don't just be aware, actually do something. I need to tell you, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. Always check with your doctor. Mother's Day is coming up, and look, I know the routine. Flowers, brunch, maybe a gift card you grabbed at the last minute. Well, we've all done it. But this year, let's actually do better. Can we do better? Because our moms deserve better. Think about everything she handled that you didn't even notice at the time, the chaos, the worry, all of it. And honestly, how many of us still call our moms when we don't know what to do? I do. That's why I love Aura Frames as a gift. You load it up with your favorite photos and videos before it even arrives. So the moment she opens it, it's already full of memories. You can keep adding more anytime from anywhere. It's simple, it's personal, and it's something you'll actually use every day. Aura was named number one by Wirecutter. Right now, you can get $25 off of their best-selling Carver matte frame at auraframes.com. Use my code DonLemon. That's AURA frames.com. Don Lemon is the code. Terms apply. I mean, I think and also the color of the show is yellow or gold. Is your mom? Is your mom still with us?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, yeah. So, what are you gonna get her?
Oh, I've been thinking about this. Well, I mean, she might be watching, so I'll just say part of the gift. My mother loves flowers.
Don't give it away, though.
So she'll definitely get flowers at least, but there will be some other gifts, I actually got her an Aura ring in the past, so it's a good suggestion. But yeah, she's a big flower girly. She always likes to show it off to all of her friends that she got a big bouquet, so I'm giving her something to post about.
So I love the Aura frame, and I walk by, it's right here. I walk by and I'll see a memory, like my sister will pop up, our sisters, or just something that takes me way back. This is what I'm gonna get my mom.
For all the concerts in the heat. Oh, that's wonderful.
Because because she is. I'm going to get my mom a fan because she is my biggest fan. And it comes in black, by the way.
Oh, that's
Mom,
great.
let me know. I think she already has one. Let me know if you have both colors. Mom,
yes.
She's probably at home watching on it. I already have it. Okay, so let's see what's happening with the legends. Could you mind taking some questions and talking to the legends, Akilah?
Love to talk to him. Hi, everybody.
Hello, legends. The legendary legends. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, look at somebody's got their pup with them. So anybody got anything special they're getting for Mother's Day, or someone's giving them for Mother's Day, or okay. Y'all want to talk about it?
I was thinking about doing the Aura frames.
Yeah.
Get Aura Frames and make sure you use the code Don or whatever it is. Lemon.
Yeah, get the discount. It's definitely worth it.
I got to tell you, it is a really great gift. I got to tell you, it is a really great gift. I'm not just blowing smoke. It's not just because it's a sponsor, but she will appreciate it because you can load it with pictures, with photographs, right? And then every time you walk by and it just swishes, it goes to the next and the next and the next. And I mean, I've got a couple hundred on mine. And every time, and I just keep adding and adding and adding every time I get new memories. And what it does is, I'll stop talking about this. Like, they're not paying me to this is beyond my deal with them. Sure. I know, but what it does is you take all these great pictures and they just sit in your phone.
Yeah.
They just sit there, and you're like, who's ever going to see these pictures?
Right.
Everybody's always at a concert or somewhere, and they're taking video and they're taking pictures, and it just lives in their phone, their phones. And so if you have the frame, all of the stuff, even if the picture is not great, I put it in there.
Yeah.
Right, because I was like, oh look, I look bad there. Oh my God, look at the face I was making. Anyhow, how you doing, Jamie Wolf? What's going on, boo?
Hey, Don, what's up?
I'm loving the shirt and the chain and the hat.
Yes.
For Mental Health Awareness Month, I'm wearing green, lemon green.
Yes.
But this has been a hell of a month. I mean, week. It has felt like a month. I honestly, I'm at a loss for words, and that doesn't happen often. But I feel very deflated. I feel like all the things that the people before us have worked for on multiple levels have just been destroyed. And we have to be okay without being comfortable. Yeah. Like, let go of comfort, people. It's time to step into the streets and be uncomfortable like everybody else is. Stop enjoying the privilege that you got because of your skin color. I'm just going to say the loud part that way. As a white male, I can say it's my responsibility to channel other men to be compassionate, sensitive, listening, not controlling, not misogynistic, to rebuild from the bottom up, because everything my grandparents, my family, my friends have died for is gone to hell. And we cannot let that happen. We just can't. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
Oh, Jamie. Jamie, you okay?
Yeah, I am. It's just, I feel powerless. I feel powerless. I'm taking people to polls. I'm helping people get registered. I'm trying to do everything I can, and it doesn't feel like enough.
Thank you, Jamie.
Thank
We
you,
got you.
Jamie.
We love you, man. We
Yes,
love you.
thank you.
We love you,
Thank you.
Jamie.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Jamie.
my dog.
Love you, Jamie. Thank you.
Love
Thanks,
you.
Jamie.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Hi, Jennifer Griffin. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Don. Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I wanted to kind of latch on to what Jamie was talking about and go a little bit further and more specific. Today and all this week, we've been talking about the Voting Rights Act. And Ellie Mistal, who I hope you can get on the show, Don, to talk about the Voting Rights Act and how important it has been to this democracy. He mentioned in a podcast with Dean Abdallah that right now, the only people that are deciding our future are white people.
Yeah.
So basically, it's up to white people. Is this going to continue? Or are we going to live like this forever? Because if you think about it, most people of color, most marginalized groups are on one side, and the other side is basically white people. So white people put Trump in office, white people voted for this. So until enough white people change, we are going to be in this upside down / bad timeline. So I don't care if you're offended by me saying this. I'm just being real. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
Jennifer.
appreciate you,
And to add on to what you said, it is also Republicans doing it. Conservatives, MAGA, doing it as well.
Let's
And
be
people
real,
who-
Don. The Republican Party is like 90% white and has
No,
been
I
since
said
the
on top of what you said.
and
No, I'm
has
not
been-
disagreeing with what you
excuse
said.
me.
Hang on, Jennifer, hang on. I'm
Yes.
saying on top of what you said, meaning, yes, you're right, but it's the Republican Party. They are of the Conservative Party and the MAGA Party. I just want to make sure that we put that in there because there are people who are white who vote as Democrats, but most of them, as you said, are white people and they are from the Republican Party. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, what I was saying is that there's a minority of white people who have always been with us. But ever since the 1960s, the majority of white people have always voted Republican, have always voted for white supremacy. So until that changes, and that's why we're having so many issues now, because the number of white people who are against white supremacy is increasing. So that's why we have all of this strife right now. But until we get a plurality so that it makes a difference in elections and et cetera, it's not going to make any difference. We're going to stay here. And Ellie makes this point in that podcast. So please, people, listen to that. Thank
Ellie,
you.
who was again? You cut out when you said it was on with Dean. Ellie was on with Dean Obadala. Ellie
Ellie Mistal.
Mistal. Okay.
You know
All right,
Ellie
'cause I worked-
Mistal.
Of course, I
Yeah.
know Ellie Mistal, but I didn't hear I didn't I didn't hear the last name when you said it.
Yeah, Ellie
Thank you.
Mistal is the one that I was saying.
Thank you very much. I want
The
to add,
people, Don, the people that make this country work are the people that they are abusing. It's low income white, it's low income black, it's low income Hispanics and Asian. It's the people at the top that get the money from all of the things that we do, and I don't appreciate it. I'm waiting for somebody to come to their senses and vote for the right person and to release the Epstein stories.
Yep.
All he's doing is trying to deviate from that story. It has not changed, but he will let everyone in this country suffer. Everyone in this country suffer. Red, yellow, black, or white, he doesn't care. That 400 million to build this ballroom, I still believe that assassination attempt the other day at the correspondence dinner was hoaxed. It was a hoax, because if he wanted to shoot somebody, he could have shot everybody in there. I'm tired of watching. I've been here a long time on this planet, and I'm tired of them mistreating everybody. And
Amen.
they shouldn't have let him take over the voting rights. The Supreme Court, I'm ashamed of the Supreme Court, and
Well,
that's what I wanted
I
to
need to
say.
stand by
The
everybody
Supreme
because I
Court.
want to. Ina Kunis was in the chat saying that she had that Ina said that she had been assaulted, or she was just assaulted. Ina and asking for help. Ina, if you need help, you need to let us know so that we can know where you are and how to get help to you. Okay, so let us know. Thank you. I just wanted to point that out. Who was taught? Who you were finished? Okay.
I
I
was
was
saying,
next. I had my hand raised.
oh God.
Okay, stand
You
by.
skipped over me.
Stand by. I'm not skipping over anybody. Stand by. Everybody's going to get a chance. Okay, I needed to check. I needed to check to see if Ina was okay. Go ahead, Jen. Jen, are
Jen
you
already
there?
went.
Oh, Jen already went. Sorry.
It was
Okay,
me, Mike.
Katie.
Can I go since Jen's not here?
Hang on, May. Not yet. Stand by, please.
Okay.
Please be respectful. Thank you. Everybody's been here the entire time. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off of just kind of what Jamie said. I know I'm really frustrated with everybody saying, like, oh, the people are what's going to save us, and the people are what's going to make a difference. And it's been over a year, and I just feel personally like everything is getting worse. I mean, all these prices are spiking, and people are out there protesting and they're out there doing stuff, but like, it doesn't matter. We could scream as loud as we want, and I just feel like the Congress and Senate, like, they don't care, they don't hear us, and it's been really frustrating. And it's like, for me, it's like, what do we do? What can we do besides vote? And I know there's like a lot of voting. I know Pennsylvania has a special election, I think, coming up too, and like, I made sure my voter status is good and I'm registered, but November still seems like such a long time away, and I just have so much like anxiety sitting with all of that.
So
Of
what
like,
white people can do is you can talk to your friends and family and tell them what's going on and tell them the truth. So
I
that
do.
Yeah, so that's stuff that we can't do because we don't have access to your friends and family. So that's what white people need to do, is talk to your friends and family about the truth and about the deleteriousness of this administration. That's what you can do. That's the number one thing you can do.
Yeah, and for me, I've been trying, and I'm lucky that I am surrounded by a lot of people who have a lot of the same views and interests, and like, not interests, but like, standards and actual morality, because it's just so frustrating for me personally.
Thank you, Katie. Olia?
Yeah, I wanted to say that the mentality of this country needs to change, because in this country, we're equating we're a lot equating that money equals intelligence or money equals experience. That is not the case. We should, I mean, we can go all the way back in history. How do you become a billionaire or a multi-billionaire? You step over the average person that voted for Trump. So money does not equal intelligence. And this is the kind of the misconception that I've noticed a lot of people having, like, oh, Trump is a smart businessman. Oh, because, he's rich or this and that. That's what I hear even from foreigners in other countries. Oh, yeah, he's going to be a good president because, he's a businessman. He has a lot of money. No, he was born into money. It's not hard to continue being a rich person when you're born into money. It's difficult to become a rich person. Yeah, and yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to say. And that basically the Trump supporters in my mind were like divided into two groups. Some were just ignorant and maybe completely misinformed, and others knew that they would benefit from the rot. And they have benefited from the rot. So there was only those two groups. And the mentality just needs to change in this country because money does not equal intelligence.
Well, thank you very much for that. I think that what I try to do in these situations, because there's so much negativity coming in with the news that you're reading every day that you're ingesting everyone, and you can become overwhelmed by it, right? And that's why I always say be informed without being inundated. And a lot of people I know are hanging by a string. They don't know what's going on. They're having crises. They're in crisis and don't even know it. They're having mental health issues and they don't even know it, or when it's too late. So what I try to do is, obviously, like when people try to have some sort of spiritual cleansing. I've been reading Iyanla Vanzant's new book, right? It's about a spiritual detox. And I think it's a psychological, I forget what the name of the thing, but her book is amazing. And then I've been reading this other book that talks about what we can do when we come together. And even if we're feeling negativity, how to express that in a positive way where we can help each other. Here's the book. Andy.
Wait, what?
The word from our sponsors.
Oh, okay.
All right, I want to tell you about a book that I think you need to read right now because it's asking the exact questions that we should all be asking. It's called Bullies, Parasites, and Slaves. It's by Dr. George Byron Koch. Here's the thing that stopped me. The average retail worker makes $15 an hour, no health care. The average CEO, $8,000 an hour, full benefits, $8,000. That's not a gap. That's a canyon. That's like an ocean. And Dr. Koch breaks down exactly how we got here. And more importantly, how we start thinking differently about who we put in charge in business and politics everywhere. It is a kind of book that makes you put it down and go, wait a minute. And here's the thing. If you need it and can't afford it, it's free. Just text the word bully, B-U-L-L-Y, to 511-511 or go to bps.online. Text fees may apply to this, but just text bully to 511-511 and get the book today. Okay, so here's the thing. Did you hear that? If you can't afford it, it's free. That's why he's a sponsor. And the book is great. And I think it's very helpful to anyone on this platform or anyone who may be dealing with negativity or toxicity or whatever it is. Nikki, I don't know if you're there. When we were going over, I think Nikki, has been talking to him, but I was like, wait a minute, did he say it's free? And Nikki's like, yeah.
Yeah, he said he just wants people to read it. So.
Yeah. So if you want to read it, check it out, what I said. So, okay, now we're back. The next person waiting, and I'm going in order of the people who were here from the beginning, okay? So go ahead, Maureen, make sure that you are not muted. And how are you? You're muted now.
That
Maureen's
was my
our
fault.
boomer.
Sorry, Maureen. That was me this
Maureen,
time.
that was Andy's fault.
Andy, come on now.
Sorry.
Get it together, Andy. You're forgiven. No. So many people are hurting right now. I'm lucky in my family, I must say. I don't have any megas, no nephews, nieces, but we know they're out there, and we all wish they would go away. But mainly what I want to talk about is my own nephew who works for the school district. And the reason I wanted to talk about him is that he can barely afford groceries right now and supporting his family. And I know there's a lot of families that are going through that. And I have never heard that so much in our country as I have since this man has become president. And I certainly will do everything I can for my nephew, as his mother will, and our family. But people should not be suffering like that. Children should not be starving. Uh, and That's really all I want to say right now. It's so hard to listen to what's going on for a lot of folks. And
Absolutely.
that's all I'm going to say right now, Don. But you know what? I love our community here. I always have to say that. And everyone's been so supportive. And my best friends are legends right now, as you know, Don, that
wow.
got together with each other and love each other. So
Thank
thank
you.
you. Love you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad. I love you too. I'm so glad that the community is here. Akila, you want to say anything? Akila, I don't think you see this on any other show that you appear on, do you?
No, I mean, I think that this is really beautiful that you've brought all of these people together, that everyone is able to like voice their opinions and feel like they can really be heard and talk about it. Oh, I can't hear that woman that's talking, but in any case, I think that it's just really special what you all have, and so I hope that I can maintain, the positivity, and you guys can show up for each other in your lives.
Thank you. Hi, Marley.
Hey, Don.
How you
I
doing?
wanted to talk about the Voting Rights Act. I'm
Mm-hmm.
really, really angry. And I just wrote about this in in my Substack, or I'm about to put it up. How historically the Supreme Court has always, historically, like reinforced racism in this country. There are several cases where they just uphold a lot of the Jim Crow laws, um, and they're still doing it. It's just part of the system. I feel in America. I feel America's racist. I agree with I forget who was talking about how a majority of white people have created a system where they're they're always just reinforcing and keeping the systemic racism alive through laws. And I think that if we don't, as a nation, face this fact, we are always going to be coming to the same thing over and over and over again. I am so sad that I come from enslaved ancestors. My grandparents worked as sharecroppers when they were young. My grandfather, in order to get out of Louisiana because he felt he was going to die, begged his mother to sign the papers for him to go enlist in the army because he was underage. She didn't want to do it because she felt he was going to die in the war. And he said, Mama, I'm going to die in Louisiana if I don't leave. I have a better chance if I go to enlist in the army. This is America. We need to face it.
Yeah.
How do we do it, Don? Because we can't continue to do the same thing. Every time we lift the country up, change it to uphold its promise, people tear it down. And all those people died for it. All those people sacrificed for it. My grandparents would just be heartbroken to know this happened, that their grandchildren rights are being taken away. And nobody's talking about it. Where's the news?
Right.
I was shocked that more people weren't talking about it.
Yeah.
I've been really surprised, and I said that the other day. I can't believe that this isn't the lead story on every single show,
Right.
And I mean, people are just like, oh, it's breaking news, and then it's kind of in a headline, and it's not just in the headline.
Right.
this is beyond just being in a headline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah.
yeah, this is beyond. This should be the lead story. This should be because they have limited, or if not eradicated, black voting power or political power in this country from until they can fix it, which will probably be decades. And and this is so I've been talking about it every single day. It is our lead story. It's been our lead story since it happened. And
Thank you for that.
yeah, but we got to do it because they're trying to distract us from every single thing that happens, and the distraction is what leads to what happened with the Supreme Court. So this is when I speak to people, what Jennifer said and what Marley just said. As you guys know, I go out and talk to people, right? So I want to play this. This is a young man I interviewed yesterday. Donald Trump says he can be an astronaut. What do you think?
Just pack him up already. I'm tired of Trump.
Delusion.
I'm tired of all this bullshit he say every week. He always just saying some random stuff, and it's like, bro, just get out of office already. You lie about everything. Say, oh, it's gonna be more affordable. Gas prices. Let's start there. It's like, come on, fit for an astronaut. You're not even fit to be president. That's really how I feel about it.
Did you hear what happened with voting rights?
I heard a little bit of it. I'm not too educated on it, but
it's not good. They basically gutted the Voting Rights Act, and they severely limited black political power in this country.
That's just history repeating itself. We're built on racism. So at the end of the day, a white man in power just go do what white men been doing forever. Just limit black people. And then to all the white people out there said white privilege doesn't exist, like, you're hearing it here first. They're limiting black people from voting. If that's not a privilege, I don't know what is.
Thank you.
Low and
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I did not have Keela. I didn't really have anything to say after that. And you know what? Even not just him, even white people after that were saying the exact same thing that he was saying. So it's not just you have that we're race baiting or whatever.
Right.
Most sensible people understand what is
Absolutely.
happening, Akila.
I mean, we're supposed to have a representative democracy, and we have watched, kind of ironically, this Republican Party go on all of these news programs and decry the fact that in Virginia they voted to reroute the maps, and be upset with California for voting for that. And here we have a Supreme Court saying gerrymandering is fine. Now the Democratic Party has been fighting to make gerrymandering illegal forever. And they won't join them in that, because that's the only way they can win, is by taking away the power from the people, is by limiting civil rights, is by going back in time to make America great. And so I think that everyone who has brought it up today is repeating something that I think is really important, which is like, they wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't, the only way they could get ahead. I do think that voting still matters. I think it mattered in 2024. I think it matters in special elections. I think that we need to be fighting not only to get people to the polls, but like fighting for our right to continue to vote. But this is also just the beginning. And I don't believe that like letting the worst thing happen is a strategy. So I think that we got to educate everyone around us. We got to talk to our ugly racist relatives and make it uncomfortable at dinner. We got to, shake the table a little bit. And so I personally, I don't have any space in my life to dedicate to talking to about a ballroom, or talking about a guy who happened to be at a hotel and ran through security. Like, nothing happened there. But I can point to people who actually lost their rights this week across the South. As someone else said earlier, I am a descendant of enslaved people in this country. I'm from the South. Every generation of my family has been fighting against white supremacy. And so to see this, I have less rights now than my grandma had in the 70s. That's insane. And so thank you for blowing it up. Thank you all for continuing to talk about it. If we can't rely on mainstream media to talk about it, it's important that we be louder than them. And so I just appreciate that you all are willing to speak on it, not just to each other, but any chance you get. And I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just as mad. I'm grateful that y'all brought it up. And I just feel I'm feeling really disgusted all week. because this isn't, I have the conversation with my mother pretty regularly where she says, I'm so sorry. This is not the country that I thought would be here for you. This is worse than, I expected us to continue progressing. And I do have hope that, this won't just all be a downward spiral. I do think that, maybe it's not the voting rights situation that's going to wake people up. It might just be the fact that everyone's on a breadline and the fact that people don't have jobs or opportunity. But I do feel like this country is waking up. I'm having way more conversations with people who choose not to be political about the realities of this country. And so I think that, you should at least take heart in that fact that you guys are not alone.
As white people, we need to use our privilege to help people that don't have it. Because
Amen.
inherently, we do have it. It's not something that is deniable.
Yeah.
But we need to put it to a focus, put it to a use to help people. Privilege isn't bad if you use it for good.
Right.
You better preach today, Jamie.
All right.
Exactly.
I'm done.
Go ahead, Warren. Are you there?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to keep it together.
Warren, don't you start crying.
We got you, baby.
We got you.
We got you.
Speak your truth.
Let him talk.
I listened to Eddie Go the other day on MS Now. I forget the young lady's program.
With Nicole Wallace, Eddie Glaude Jr., and we played it yesterday. And if you find it in your arsenal, let me know. But go on, Warren, sorry.
He said, do you know how many people are in the Mississippi River dead from dealing with this madness in this country? I'm going to reveal my age by saying what I'm going to say. I was 14 years old when that Voting Rights Act was signed. I remember watching it on television with my mother. She was an avid CBS Walter Cronkite viewer. That's how I started getting into the news. To see this country at this, because I've been there. I've lived this shit before, and I'm not going back. And neither are you brothers and sisters on this call here. And we can't go back. I know there are more of us than them. I know it. Don, I have started doing what you do. I have actually talked to people on the street and asked them, did they hear what happened? Some have not, but I'm educating them and I'm hearing their responses. And it's encouraging because I know as a people, we are the culture and we're not going back. We've been there before, we're not going back. And I agree with what Jennifer said, and I do have white friends, but white folks gotta step the fuck up. This shit has got to stop. I'm serious. And I'm very emotional because it's, and no offense to white folks on here now, but this shit has got to stop. And I'm gonna have to close because I can't.
No, that's right. Speak your
They
truth.
do. They gotta stop.
Period.
Roll it, Andy.
Amen.
Andy,
y'all not about to have me crying.
I'm trying to keep myself calm here, Nicole.
Why?
Because I'm really upset.
That's okay.
You get tired of people playing fast and loose with your dead. And it was triggered by Obama. You know how many dead people are in the bottom of rivers in Mississippi because they tried to vote? How many dead folk, right? Folk who have wounds because of this. And here we are in this moment in the country's history, and we have to deal with this again. You see what I mean? So you think about the glorious revolution, our glorious revolution that produced the Constitution, the courts restrained it, limited. Dred Scott doesn't extend to us. You think about the Civil War, left 600,000 plus dead. Get the Reconstruction Amendments. We finally look like we're going to try to become a democracy. What do we get? The courts. Slaughterhouse cases. Reduces it. Rolls it back. And now here we are. We've only been a democracy since 1965. Barely then. 15 years later, Reagan is elected, Mobile decision happens, right? Roberts begins his career right there. And so here we are. It's exhausting. And so, yes, we have to get together. Yes, we have to mobilize. Yes, we have to organize. But these people play fast and loose with our dead. They play fast and loose with our sacrifices. They think they own freedom. They can give it to us and take it away whenever they want. And they think we're just supposed to sit here and take this, right? So first of all, I'm just going to express my rage at this decision. And then the second thing we need to do, of course, is to get about the hard work of trying to salvage this democracy as we've done since the moment we've been on these shores.
Where does the first part of it end and the second part begin?
The first part of it ends when we admit, honestly, that racism still occupies the throne of this country.
All right now.
There's nothing about our current days that lead us to believe, that should lead us to believe that we are in a post-racial world. There's nothing about our days. And then once we admit that, admit of our sins, then perhaps we open up a future for us to be otherwise. But the noble lie isn't noble at all. Racism still occupies the throne of this country. And that's clear to me.
Right. Amen. Amen.
Go ahead, Kev.
That needs to be on our Lord. Y'all about to have me emotional today because, and I was gonna say something else, but this voting rights thing, I'm not easily shook. And this is the first time through all this that I'm shook. And seeing Warren cry and hearing Dr. Jen tell her story, it's a slap in the face to our elders. And white people, y'all need to step the fuck up because the rights that were fought for benefit you all as well.
That's right.
Including other minorities as well. Your rights were built and fought for on our backs. Do your research, educate yourself. It's a reason why they ban books in school and they don't want you to know the truth. This is the truth. And I just don't understand why my existence is a problem. I was raised to love people in general, to be compassionate and have empathy. I have never gave a damn about if anybody was white or black. Till this day, I will talk to anybody if their energy is right. So why is my existence bothering you? I'm trying to live my best life with my husband and do what I gotta do and be as happy as I can through all this, but this shit is exhausting. Like I am drained. And I hear, I heard everything Monique was saying yesterday. I didn't completely agree with her, but we have to attack this shit from all angles because they are attacking us from all angles. They want to erase us. This country, I'm sorry, not everybody in it is racist, but it was built upon racism and blood.
Thank you, Kev.
I can't, man. I love all y'all. This panel right here, this represents what America is and what America is supposed to be. And this ain't it, boo. This is not it.
Please don't cry, Kev. Don't do that.
Listen, y'all know I'm a G. I don't cry in public. I'm gonna cry in the car later.
Yeah.
Don't get Kev started.
But
Crying is healing.
And I'm
Yes,
thankful.
it is.
I'm thankful for
It's
this
also
community.
prayer.
I'm thankful for this community because y'all give me hope that there are good people out there that actually do care and that are fighting, but we can't afford to waste time. We can't afford to just wait for November because it's going to be a fight to November. You know what I'm saying? One of my best friends is trans, and y'all don't understand what she's going through. Her whole identity that she's built and fought for is being attacked and erased because she just wants to exist and be who she is. That's what America is. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what that damn Statue of Liberty is supposed to stand for. France, come pick it up because it's bullshit at this point.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Leave it on the curb. Leave it on the curb.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Kev took us
thank
from
you, Kev. I support
Kev-
you completely, darling.
Don't make me touch
Kev, you've taken the whole emotional thing. You've taken us from tears to laughter and everything. And Lori, are you going to be okay? Lori is crying like a baby.
Don't be crying, Lori. I love you, boo.
Crying is healing.
Love you, Lori. Big hugs.
Are you okay, Lori?
Can I say something real quick? Lori, are you okay, baby?
Yeah. It just saddens me that we're in 2026 and we're, all of you are still fighting this. And it really pisses me off because I love all people regardless, because we're all human beings and that's how we all should be. We all should be equal, all of us. And it just hurts me because of the pain that you're all going through. And I'm trying to do everything I can to help. So that's why I get emotional, because I really love you all and I want to help our country, because we shouldn't be in this area. At all.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you, Lori.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Lori.
it. Who else is out there? Is Miranda out there?
I'd like to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Don.
Hi.
Hello?
This.
Oh.
We
Can you hear me, Don?
Can you? We can hear you.
Benita? Can you hear me? I'm Benita.
Yes, we can
Go
hear
ahead,
you.
Benita.
Oh, great. I never hardly can say anything because I'm in Panama and I have the worst, everybody knows internet ever. But let me just say
You're good
this.
today.
Next week, I will be 70 years old. Okay.
Oh.
So I was 9 years old in 1965 when the Voting Rights Act was passed. I call myself a Brooklynite, but I was raised in Brooklyn, but I was born in North Carolina. I remember visiting relatives in 1964, going to a Woolworths, because I was raised up north, going to a Woolworths, having my brother who was 8 sit at a counter and being told he couldn't sit there because he was Black. They were nice about it because they could tell from my accent I wasn't from there. But I'm alive. So people who say that segregation and Jim Crow was a long time ago,
Right.
there are people who are still living who experienced that. And I had to tell my little brother he couldn't sit at that counter because he was Black. And he didn't understand that. And he started crying. So we were on our way to the movies with our cousins who lived down there. We get to the movie theater, pay our money, and then we're told we can't go through the front door. We have to go to the back and sit up in the balcony. And I remember thinking, why are they doing this to us? How come we're not good enough to sit where we want to sit? They took my money from the same place they took the white people's money. But we can't sit downstairs. And I remember thinking, I had my popcorn and I started throwing popcorn down on the kids and it wasn't their fault that they was white, but it wasn't my fault that I was Black and I couldn't sit down there with the white kids.
That's right.
And so
popcorn is
that little popcorn. We were just throwing the popcorn. And then at the end of the movie, we ran out of there as fast as we could so them little white kids couldn't catch us. But I remember thinking right then, in that year, that I was never going to go back down south again. And I told my mother, I don't want to visit our cousins no more. I don't want to be down here because I'm as good as anybody. And she never made me go back. And I didn't go back until I was 25 years old with my father, so he can do his HBCU reunion. But I say that to say that people have to realize that Jim Crow and segregation, not quote unquote, a long time ago. People say, oh, that was a long time ago. We're not like that now. No, you have people who are alive now, who have been in that situation, who have experienced that hate, that hurt, that confusion. I was just a child, but my mother was alive. She had it all her life until she went
Let
up
me,
north.
Benita, thank you,
So
thank you,
that's
thank
all I
you.
have to
Let me
say.
ask y'all something. Let me ask y'all something because I'm gonna have to go. But what do y'all think of Clarence Thomas?
Oh my
Oh my
God.
A
God.
You
disgrace.
need to
He's a
go.
disgrace.
Coon.
Shame,
gone a long
shame,
time ago.
Yeah,
shame.
Uncle Tom.
I think he molested Anita Hill.
Yeah.
He's disgusting.
He's
Boom.
horrible.
He's a
And
Jim
disgrace.
Crow
I'm
violence.
So cool.
Allegedly,
What makes me
allegedly,
so upset about Clarence Thomas is
allegedly.
he was a Black Panther at one time. Like, what the heck
Was
happened?
too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
baby,
what
on
the
He
heck?
behalf
got
of the
Well, he a
FBI,
white
allegedly.
got
Panther.
Y'all
washed.
remember? I mean,
He was
Ben
an
Carlson went through a
opportunist,
similar
in my opinion.
transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what happened
Yeah.
to Ben Carson?
Brain
It
surgery.
reminds me a lot of like Caitlyn
But
Jenner.
Clarence Thomas is even worse.
Yeah.
You know what?
Don,
My
Yeah.
mother always told
I
me that
think
all skin folk ain't kin folk.
That's
That's
right.
That's
right.
right.
The head
That's
coming in
it.
Go
charge.
ahead.
Clinton,
Don,
listen,
Don, may I say
Before I
something?
Yeah.
don't,
oh,
Don,
Go
before I
ahead.
don't get a
Hang on,
chance,
everybody. One at
May
a time. One at a time.
May Money said that you would have to convince her to come back. That's what
oh,
she
you know
said.
what? Let's
That was
not,
her
let's not,
message.
no,
We're
no.
not
That
doing
was her
that.
message.
We're not even going there.
We're not doing that.
Okay,
I didn't
Monique.
hear
I want
that.
Monique.
I
Hang
didn't
on,
hear
everybody,
that.
quiet,
Don,
please. Monique, I
Don,
want
I
Monique to speak.
wanted to say
Please,
something.
please,
And I
please,
can still
please.
give my message.
Yes, hold on.
Okay.
Let Monique.
I
Let me.
did.
Let
I'm
me just
finished. I'm
lead
finished.
here.
Go ahead, Monique.
I want
Goodbye.
Monique to say something, but let me just say everybody's welcome on this platform, but everyone has to be respectful of everyone else. Okay.
That's right.
And
Well,
that's
that's
my
what she
only
wanted me to
thing.
tell you.
I will let anybody, even if you're a dissenting voice, even if you're a Trump supporter, you come in and you're respectful, I'm fine. But you got to be respectful, and you can't think that you run the channel. You don't. I do. So go ahead,
I know
Monique.
that's right. Speak.
Respect that.
Speak. Speak.
That part.
Hey, Don,
Clarence Thomas.
Monique.
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of piggyback on what Bonita said because this has been a hard week for me as well. Ever since the ruling. There has been an assault on Black people since we set foot on this continent, and it has not stopped. Jim Crow never ended. And I had to listen to stories of my father, who's 90 years old, had to endure the indignity of a white child pointing at him and calling him the N-word while holding his mother's hand. And there wasn't much that he could say or do about it at the time because there would have been violence perpetrated on him had he clapped back. My mother had to sit at the back of the bus. She was born in New Orleans. She couldn't go into certain establishments. She had to sit in the balcony at the movie theater. So my rage comes from not just my ancestors who are down at the bottom of the ocean, but for my people that are living and breathing, who had to endure the indignity of the racism that is inherent. It runs through the DNA of this country. And until we acknowledge that, we are never going to be able to move forward. But I tell you what, they don't know who they messing with. This is a new generation, and I will not be silenced. My voice will not be silenced, and I will never give up this fight.
That's right. That's right.
On that
Well,
note, Don,
legends,
I gotta say
legends,
this.
hang on. I gotta go. I'm gonna go one at a time, and literally, it's just got to be like 5-10 seconds because we have to go. We've had a long week, and everybody needs to get to their families. Who wants to speak first? Quick. Go ahead. Go.
I just need you to let Katie Fang know that we are, as people, as the community in this country, as the what they call the constituents, I'd like to know how to file a lawsuit too. And I'm so proud of her for stepping up, but we got to start fighting this government, and we got to get on the bandwagon too, because they're doing too much and they're playing in our face. So I'd like more information, Don, if you don't mind, because I know you have direct access to her. If you share it, that'll be great. But just more information on what we could start doing.
If you
'Cause we need
share your
our own
information,
project
if you share your
2026.
information with Nikki, I'll get it to Katie Fang. If you share it with Nikki, okay.
Thank you, Don. I appreciate it.
Okay,
Love
thank
you.
you.
Don, I
Bye.
had something to say.
Okay, quickly, please.
Don, I had something to say.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know if you could hear me. I'm sorry. No, I wanted to say everybody's stories today really touched my heart, but I also truly touched my heart because it makes me think of my grandparents and my aunties and all of them who have now gone on. But I also wanted to say that what is happening today with the Voting Rights Act and just all the things that are going on also affect the people today as well. For myself, I'm a fairly new mother-in-law, and my son got married in 2023, and I just remember the excitement and all of that, and getting a beautiful daughter-in-law, and she's fantastic. And now I worry about them actually having giving me grandchildren, because I don't want my grandchildren brought into this country, to this world. And I worry about that, because somebody else had said it. I was born in 1973, and I was born with more rights today than my 3-year-old nephew. And that's crazy. And so I just get concerned, as the mother of 2 Black men. I worry about them. So I can't even imagine for those who are grandparents what that is like, or what my mother goes through. So anyway, I just want to say that it doesn't just, our ancestors definitely went through it, but when you think about the Tamir Rices and the Sandra Blands and all these people too who have lost their lives just based off the fact of them having brown or melanated skin, it's still happening today, and it's disgusting and it's despicable. But I will also say I'm with Mo, because if you think for 1 second that I'm going to let you play with me, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. And I'm done.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay, Legends, thank you.
Thanks for
All right. Bye, Don.
Thank you. Akila, don't go anywhere, Akila. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
People-
it's visceral. Everybody's really feeling it.
I just let them talk because it's like therapy. And that's, people are feeling that way. I know we've gone
It's okay.
far beyond, above and
No.
you've gone above and beyond. Thank you.
No, I'm
Did
happy
you-
to be here.
Yeah. And I want to thank you for helping. Yeah. You good too? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay. I think that I've been disappointed in this country since 2016. My first election was Barack Obama, and on Twitter and all of the places lately, people have been like, it must have been so great to be a millennial voting for the first time, feeling like things were getting better. And I think it's, kind of cool on the internet, especially on the left, to be like, no, Obama was just as bad and it's an establishment Democrat. And I'm like, no, we were coming out of a very dark time in this country. Financially, things were horrible. It felt like there was no opportunity, and I was proud to cast that vote. And it did feel like things were changing, and things did change. I saw in that time, healthcare, gay marriage, things that had been told, you gotta wait, it's not gonna happen. These things started progressing. And it felt like there was a really exciting future to look forward to. In 2016, I have never been more disappointed in my fellow countrymen, the people who were so cynical, the people who thought it didn't matter, that it was they took for granted their right to vote. And I was really happy, honestly, in 2020 when things turned around. And I think that, we hear a lot about this moral vote, that, voting for Donald Trump was some moral choice. And I'm like, I can't abide that. When our neighbors are being disappeared into concentration camps, when people who, thought they were going to have some sort of upward mobility are begging their friends for work and food on Facebook, when Black people have fewer rights and women have fewer rights, and all of this could have been predicted. So I feel obviously beaten down this week, super disappointed. I feel like I'm yelling at a wall And I feel like how many times and how many ways do we have to say that this is dire, that this is people's lives, that it's not just that people aren't going to have representation when it comes to voting, but it's like, okay, well, what votes do, like, what do you think people are going to be voting towards when they have more power in the South? Like, this is just the first step. And so I am trying to, temper my rage because it's all anger. I'm so disappointed. I'm so angry at, just the elite fumble that this country has taken. It's like this was an own goal. There was no reason to slide backwards. This country did used to be sort of an idyllic place to other countries around the world. People thought that this was an amazing multiracial democracy that they could aspire to. And now what are we? We're worse than most developed nations when it comes to giving people rights. And so I'm so disappointed, but I have faith after listening to the people you talk to on the street, after listening to the people who are in your Legends group, who, it's not just me. And so I think that I take a little bit of comfort in the fact that people who use their brains are waking up to the fact that, like, it is as bad as we thought it was going to be, because I don't think any of us are surprised. And I think that unfortunately it's gotten a lot worse for people who were very naive and stupid, who, voted for this thinking it would be anything else. I think that they have a lot of shame, and I think rightfully so.
Akila Hughes, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Try to have a good weekend.
I will, sorry about the fire on the way out.
That's okay.
Bye, Don.
Bye. If you'd like to know anything about the Don Lemon Show, of course, you go to donlemon.com and you can find out everything. Click on any of those to follow, like, subscribe, become a member to our platforms. Check out our merch store. Because of the generosity of so many people, that's how we get to stay on. And you guys have been very generous today. So thank you so much. We're informed. Let me tell you something. You don't get this anywhere else. This morning, we had comments up on the screen. We were putting your comments. We were reading your comments. We had experts. We had phone calls. We took people's phone calls and answer questions for them. You get to interact with this community. It's not just a station. I'm not just talking at you. You get to be a part of this. So when I say support, I'm giving you something for those memberships that you are paying for. And so think about that when you're supporting independent journalists or independent media. Where do you get to have a voice? And you get to have a voice here. And so we're going to open up our phone membership, and we'll put it up, I think, this weekend or sometime soon, maybe starting on Monday, where if you want to be, my computer, it must be my camera. My battery's out. If you would like to be on the phone with us, we've gone so long that my camera went out. Sorry about that. Then you can watch. I won't be able to get it in there. There we go. So if you want to be on, pardon me about that. If you want to be on and you want to get on the phone and all that stuff, you will be able to. Okay. So thank you everyone for supporting us. Thank you I hope I've helped you. I really do. We've gone on, I think this is one of the longest shows that we have had. So be informed without being inundated until I see you back here on Monday morning, bright and early, 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's gotten dark in my house. 10 a.m. Eastern time here on the Don Lemon Show on the Don Lemon channel. Make sure you check out our drops tomorrow at 2 p.m. Saturday and then Sunday at 2 p.m. But we'll see you back on Monday. Until then, turn the TV off. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show. We're live every weekday at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time with new clips dropping at 2 p. and 8 p. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love and your support, and I'll see you next time.